Dear friend, welcome to this new episode about the study of the book of Genesis. In the first chapter, in 9th verse, God is ordering that the dry land appear. Well, we can see that God is starting putting everything in the right order. Firstly, there's the light that separates the waters from the waters. And here God is ordering that the dry land appear. If all things had been remained in this way, there would have been a chaotic environment, a chaotic creation, but God is remarking in this verse that the dry land appear. And the dry land has to appear and the waters have to be gathered all together. Well, God wants in our lives be the same, that the dry land appear. Because if there's a mixture of water and earth, there will be mud that make not possible our relationship growing with God. But God wants the dry land be present in our lives. It's something very banal. And the purpose of man is not living in a swamp, nor in sea, and not even in stormy waters. We should need the dry land in order to build and walk in earth. God does not want us to live in a mud and in sin. He wants our way be very quick. If God hadn't ordered the dry land appear, our life would have been in the middle of the sea. So, dear friend, God wants our feet walking earth steadily. He wants to bless you in order for you to live a firmly life and not a life lived in the middle of the mud. So God really wants to give you a new life, a steady life, a firm life. He wants Jesus Christ be the rock that gives you foundation, the right foundation to your life. A house built in the rock, which can be Jesus Christ, and which is Jesus Christ, is of course a house built in the dry land. And it's a house that will never fall down. A torrent can come, or even a seismic events, but that house built in the dry land will be stable. So, dear believer, God wants the dry land be present in our life. Maybe we put our feet in the mud of sin and they got dirty again. Maybe we thought, as Psalms number 3 says, that there's no hope for us. Actually, God wants to clean our feet that got dirty because of the mud of the sin. He wants in our life the dry land appear. He wants us to live a steadily spiritual life, and not a spiritual life that could lead us in the middle of the sea. As the Psalms, there's another Psalms that talks about some sailors that have been brought up the waters and then again they have been fallen down at the end, never living a steadily spiritual life, a Christian life worth living. We want to live as Enoch in the Bible. Enoch was a man who walked with God and didn't walk in mud. Surely he walked filled by the presence of God in a steadily, comfortable and safe situation. So God wants to keep blessing our life, letting the dry land appear and letting us see all the situation in which we can be steady. Of course, all men want to desire a bit of steadiness in his life, but the important thing is that we need to be confident in God. God bless us